MAGA Chuds, Pakistani Pepes, Proud Boys, EDL, Golden Dawn, National Front, KKK, Nazi scum. What should we do about it? Hey there, Left Tube. It's your boy, BadmanMassive, back at it again. So this past year has seen some nasty and horrible clashes between the far right and some anti-fascist protesters. So, what is the far right, I hear you ask? The far right is a bunch of extreme nationalists, racists, homophobes, xenophobes, Nazis and fascists, with a nice spattering of lonely boys from the alt-right. Maybe those lonely boys need to get out there and make some friends. Know what I'm saying, fam? Are all these misguided souls fascists? You've seen those Proud Boys in Portland kicking up a stink, scrapping with protesters. You've seen Tommy Robinson supporters acting like absolute garbage. So we've even seen the EDL attack trade unionists from the TUC in central London. Now luckily they had the shit kicked out of them, so that's pretty good. We even had an attack on our friends at Bookmarks in central London. You should check those guys out, by the way. Maybe pop on down there and buy some books out of solidarity. Yeah, for sure. There are some fascist elements that are trying to weasel their way into political respectability by jumping on board with this anti-SJW sentiment, and folks out there that are not so comfortable with political correctness and just disenfranchise white young men in general. Yeah, for sure these guys are a threat to the workers' movement, and we should definitely pay attention to them. But we shouldn't tear them all with the same brush. Not all of them are fascist brown shirt types that are out to crush any political dissent from the workers' movement or the left. So Left Tube, for sure we have to challenge fascism directly as the threat that it is. But this situation might have a little bit more nuance to it than you think. Those recent clashes have been kind of bad optics for the left. Let's consider that Berkeley College professor. You know the dude. Guy who went to that Patriot Day free speech rally and whacked one of the attendees over the head with a bike lock. That is a bad look, fam. Kind of a pussy move and a bit gross, and all it does is give the right-wing media an opportunity to demonise the left. I'm sure we're all in agreement that we don't want to hurt people for no reason, but we definitely don't want to frighten people away from resisting the fascist movement and the far right. The buzzword that comes up all the time when we're talking about this stuff is Antifa. Antifa obviously is short for anti-fascist, but it's become synonymous with a bunch of black bloc tactics that have become popular among different kind of left-wing, primarily anarchist groups. A lot of the times these groups use direct action to confront fascists who are attacking their communities and prevent them from organising, which is fair enough. But when these activists act in their own authority, sometimes they just end up damaging property and getting into scuffles with fascists. And I'm starting to wonder if that's part of their motivation. When these activists act in their own authority, sometimes they end up just damaging property and getting into scuffles with righties. And I'm kind of feeling like that might be part of the whole point for some of them. Maybe some of you are wondering why that's problematic at all. Because, there are definitely situations where fascists need to be confronted to protect our communities. And sometimes the only way to do that is with direct physical violence. There is no way that we're going to let the alt-right march without a show of force. We're not just going to lie down and take it. And we're definitely not going to leave our own people high and dry, unprotected. There's going to be times when we got to throw down. Sometimes violence is the only way to protect our communities from these kind of people. A few scattered fights to the far right is not going to stop the right from growing. If anything, it just kind of makes the left look really irrational, and it gives them that free speech banner to hide behind, which is something we definitely don't want. So, Left Tube, what exactly is happening here? Look, I get it. We're burning with the fiery, angry rage of a leftist that hates the world as it stands and wants to build a brighter, more brilliant future. And you want to do something right now. You want to do it today. It'd be wrong to totally outright dismiss these kind of activists. They're kind of trying their best, They just want to do something that protects everyone. But maybe instead of these individuals jumping straight into the action, maybe we should try and bring them into the wider movement. If we're forced to use violence as a tool to defend ourselves, we need to wield it in a way that is community controlled and is done responsibly. We need mass community actions. That shit is terrifying for right-wing thugs. Because when we go out in force and we're unified, they know that they're a small, violent minority and that they're not welcome in our communities. I'm not saying that we have to be pacifist soft boys, but if we are going to use violence, we have to use it strategically and responsibly. And we have to keep in mind that it comes secondary to the most powerful tool that we've got. That's solidarity, family, and it's lit as fuck. So give a shout out to your local Antifa. Let them know that they might be better suited to giving support and protecting the safety of vulnerable people at demos. Instead of just mindlessly charging at some perceived threat, like our boy, Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, that's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
The left is an organised working class. We need to start thinking about it as a big machine, where we all have our own kind of positions and parts to play, and we use our skills and abilities towards a greater good. If we can coordinate our efforts, when right-wing thugs hit the streets, they'll be met with the full force of the working class. 5 fingers, 1 fist, Major Cloud. Hey Doug. The really weird skit at the start? No, we didn't do that. Yeah, I know, it was a bit too heavy or whatever, you know, might get us in trouble with YouTube. Yeah, so we just didn't do it. We just didn't put it in. Yeah, it went pretty good. There is one thing though, can we have some more communist dollars? Yeah, I know. Look, wait. Look, we made a bit of a mess when we were shooting this video and I just need someone to come and pick it up. Doug, obviously, I tell them every single time. Hey guys, please like and subscribe. Click the bell next to the subscription button when you have. And if you feel like it, donate to us on Patreon. Yeah, of course, I already did it. Yeah. I haven't run out of stuff to riff on. Obviously, I'm a really good improviser. See you all next time, Left Tube.